everyone, now since I did Kristen Stewart's makeup from the UK premiere for Breaking Dawn, I've had so many requests for her makeup from the LA premiere, but also I've had those requests, there's been loads of them, they've been overridden, if that's the right saying, by the requests for her wedding makeup in the film, which is beautiful. And yes, I cried loads when she got married and got mascara all down my face in the cinema. And it really hurt as well because I'd just done my Kristen Stewart, it's kind of a smoky eye that she wore to the Breaking Dawn UK premiere. Then I went and saw the film, so I had all the smoky eye makeup on, and then I cried it all off and it really stung my eyes. So whatever eye makeup I had on, that hurt. But anyway, I'm going to do her wedding makeup today and I'm really excited about it because I love it so much. I'm just looking around for my foundation, and I'm going to be using a foundation which I used to use in all my tutorials, and then I kind of stopped because the colours aren't great for me. But I've decided I want to use it so much today that I'm just going to mix two together, and it's NARS Sheer Glow. I love this foundation to pieces, but it can't really be my everyday foundation because it annoys me having to mix two things together and there isn't a really good colour for my skin, they're all really yellow. But today I'm going to be mixing Punjab and Mont Blanc. So I've just been mixing colours on the back of my hand to create the right colour for my skin, or one kind of as close as I can get to my skin colour. And what I love about this foundation is that it just looks like absolutely nothing on the skin, but makes it look kind of perfect. And although it's called Sheer Glow, it's really not massively glowy, but it's just glowy in a very, very natural way. And Bella's skin just looked so natural, and I'm using a tiny amount of this and just buffing it in. Sorry, I've got foundation all over this, my fingers just now. I'm buffing this in with a Real Technique stippling brush. I can just make it look so much like, not like foundation at all, and just like skin. Perfect skin though. For her brows were quite dark, darker than mine, and really thin, so luckily I got my brows threaded the other day. I highly recommend threading, I think it's an amazing thing to do. So yeah, so mine are in like perfect shape for Kristen Stewart eyebrows. So I'm just going to fill them in using my Clinique brow pencil, which is a great colour for her. It's called Deep Brown. It's the colour I like to use anyway. When filling in your brows, just have a really light hand. Even if you're doing a strong brow look, just makes it look more natural. So I'm not making them any thicker, just filling in the sparse hairs and then lengthening them a little. And Christian's brows aren't really long, they're just very, very thin there. Okay, now for the eye makeup, I've studied this. I went and saw the film twice and I was taking notes on my phone the second time. The first time I was just kind of really into the film, crying like I said earlier, and just really into it, so I didn't pick up on the makeup enough. So when I saw it the second time, I had my phone out, which was probably really annoying everyone else, taking notes on the makeup and what eyeshadows I thought I was going to use for the tutorial. And then I looked at some pictures online, and it kind of looks like she has a really pretty shimmery but not frosty, it's just very slightly shimmery pale gold over the lid, and then she has like a grey and dark, a little bit of black just blended into her lash line upwards, and then a little bit of grey underneath the eye. So that's what I'm going to do. I've thought long and hard about what shadows I'm going to use and decided on Patina from MAC for all over the lid, which is this colour here. This is a brand new one I bought yesterday specifically for this tutorial because I lost my Patina. I'm hoping you guys are going to think this is the right colour choice. Yeah, I think it is. See, it just has a really soft sheen. It's not like overtly shimmery. Really softly using the MAC 217 brush, which is just such a staple in my brush collection. I'm going to do a video on my favourite brushes soon, I think, if you all would find that useful. Next I'm using Print by MAC, and I'm using this on a MAC 266 brush. I'm just going to push this into my lash line there. I'm only taking this as far along so that when I look straight ahead, the grey kind of goes in line with my pupil. And then taking the 217 brush and just blending that into the patina. Now this eyeshadow that she has for her wedding is very much kind of like a building until you like it and it is blended enough for you kind of look. So I'm just going to keep kind of adding to the lash line the print colour like this, and don't be afraid to kind of bring it up like that and then blend it into the patina. You kind of just do that a few times until it starts to look how you want it to. I'm just going to add a little bit of Black Tide from MAC, which is a shimmery black colour, and the same 266 brush, as she definitely has got some black into her lashes. Just putting that just very, very close to the lash line, and then just blend it again. Then underneath the eye, I'm going to run the tiniest bit of print. Okay, so for this I'm just using this little brush from Sigma. I think it's like a copy of one of the MAC ones. I'm not sure which one because I don't have it. It's got a tiny bit of print on it. Okay, just going to curl my lashes. Of course, Bella does not wear false eyelashes, ever. She has got lovely lashes though. And as it's her wedding day, I'm going to imagine that Alice splurged when using her makeup, so I'm going to use a really lovely expensive mascara from By Terry, which is called the Terribly mascara, and it's just really lovely for creating plush glossy lashes which are full but not really fake looking. Next I'm using Rimmel's Match Perfection Concealer in the colour Soft Beige, and I just put a little bit of this under the eyes using the brush, and then I blend it in with a blendy brush. So I'm just putting this around my nose and on this little blemish here. I'm just going to blend this in with a fluffy brush. I just find my concealer looks so much more natural and goes on much better like this. Okay, so no powder on the skin. I found the perfect blush and highlighter for this look. For blush, I had to buy a new one of these yesterday because, again, I've lost mine. It was really old anyway. It's probably about time I replaced it, and this is MAC's Lady Blush, and it's the Cream Blend blush. And I'm going to use a brush from Real Techniques to apply this. It is the contour brush. It's really nice. And I'm just going to use the tiniest amount on the apple of my cheek because she does kind of have a slight rosy flush, but it's so natural, and if you're going to use a cream blush it will look really, really natural and just blend straight into the skin. To make that look more natural, I'm just going to take my foundation brush, which still has a bit of foundation on it, and just blend over that. I'm then going to use a tiny bit of Gemma Kid Dewy Glow. I love this product because just before she walks down the aisle, when the light kind of shines on her face, I see a little bit of like a cream highlighter here. Something like MAC Pearl Cream Colour Base would also work perfectly. So no powdery highlighters, just a tiny bit of a cream highlight. For the lip, I'm going to be using NARS Tis Again. I'm really bad at pronouncing this lipstick, but it's so the perfect lipstick for this look. You don't want to be using anything too pink, so I'm just putting that on first and then taking my finger and really blending it into the lip so that it comes across really natural. And then her lips were actually glossy, which is a massive change for Bella, as she never wears lip gloss, but it was her wedding day. And for the gloss, I was looking through all my glosses and I couldn't find one that wasn't a shimmery, because it's definitely not a shimmery gloss, it's just slightly glossy. And I found Tempting Tea Rose from Estee Lauder, which is a beautiful colour and just so perfect. It's really not too pinky and not too browny. And there's my finished Bella wedding makeup. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you thought that I did the look justice, even though I look absolutely nothing like her, but I really thought about the colours that I picked out to do this tutorial and tried to get it as close to hers as possible. I will see you again in my next tutorial. Bye!